Okay.
You're live.
Oh, first we have Donald men hiding behind women, and now we have openly gay men in relationships with women. I don't know what to think, but I'm gonna keep an open mind as we react to today's video. This is Dear Black Gay Men in the Morning, and the show starts right now. What up, though? I am Jay the Gentleman. That's at JAI the Gentleman on IG. It's Thursday, so this is a new episode of Dear Black Gay Men in the Morning. As with all of our content, hopefully, this is your midweek reminder of how dope it is to be black gay men and love black gay men. I hit the wrong button. My bad.
I don't know where you at, baby.
My bad. So, I have had, for those who don't know, I have been the guy who he can't climb my back. Anybody ever said that to y'all? Like you've been too fishy to climb somebody else's back, and then they end up giving me some ass, and next thing you know, it's heaven. But what I'm learning is that everybody wants to be loved, whether or not they're fishy or gay or straight or all the things. And apparently today's video is a straight presenting someone, a gay presenting someone in a straight relationship, right?
Yes.
We shall see. We shall see what it's like. But before we get into any of that, please welcome the best producer in internet television. Aaron, are you there?
I am here.
Hey,
how y'all
Pumpkin,
doing?
how was your weekend? How's your week been?
This week has been good. What have I been doing? I've been working out, enjoying my last week before
Your new
gotta go to
job.
work.
Are you excited? Are you
I
excited about this
really
job?
am excited.
So for people who don't know, Aaron has always had a job while he has worked here and done all the amazing things we do on Dear Black Gay Men in the Morning, or Dear Black Gay Men podcast in general. But the last job, I think you contemplated leaving like from the day I met you.
It was definitely a challenge. That job was a challenge. It challenged me every day in ways that I didn't want it to. But yeah, that came to an end. And
But one thing I think is really exciting, just as an outsider looking into your career experience, is that I think the biggest growth is you're able to put these things in perspective.
yes,
Like for a lot of us, myself included, we want to get all of our, creative and professional and all of our juices flowing when we go to work. And
Yeah.
sometimes it ain't for that. Sometimes, you're able to activate on certain cylinders in certain places and certain other cylinders in other places. Is that what you're experiencing?
I would say for sure. I think work for me has always kind of been about, getting that check
Because
and
you keep a check now.
keep a check. So work has been about getting that check because, I got to eat, I got to live. So
You have to live comfortably.
yes,
You like certain creature comforts.
I do.
Because,
I
baby,
do.
I don't know if y'all can tell from the little window that he's in, but the nails stay done. The dental plan stay dental planning.
I'm so mad though. Do you know at the gym this morning I broke one of my nails?
You brought, like, you didn't drop anything on it, did you? 'Cause
No, I don't know how it broke.
I've done that. I've dropped a weight on a pinky or a pointer. It was a pointer. And I thought, so when I grew up, there was this dude, he didn't have a fingernail on one of his fingers.
Mhm.
And it was just always like, blank right there. So when it happened, I'm, 38 when this happened. But when it happened, I thought, I'm never going to have a pointer fingernail again. Did y'all know it grows back? Did you know that?
Yes, they also they have surgeries now. I know people who have gotten their entire toenails replaced because they didn't like the way it looked, and so
Like it was green or thick or something?
I don't know.
Well,
I never
I will
saw
tell
them
you,
before.
I have 2 pointer fingers and they both have nails on them. I got
Man.
blue nails now, but this one has grown back. So just in case anybody didn't know, if you lose a fingernail, it grows back.
Yes,
I didn't know that.
just like if you cut your fingernail. it grows.
Again, I didn't know that. I mean, I knew if you cut your fingernails, it grows back, but I didn't know if it was like totally off. Like when I looked at my finger, there was nothing there.
I guess, yeah. That happened with one of my my toes. So I'm the type of person where if I get a scab or something, I will be playing with it
Oh yeah,
and
me too.
about to rip it off. So one of my
Absolutely
toes,
should not do that,
you
but
shouldn't.
I'm guilty.
So one of my toes, oh, not Kevy Kev said my hands are ashy. They are.
Here
I
you go.
just think toss it to me. Thank you, Kev.
We can throw and catch back in the back room just so everybody
Yes.
can see. Me and Aaron can throw and catch.
Yes. But no, my toenail kind of like separated at the base of it
Hmm.
from it, and I really wanted to just pull the whole thing off and like just work it off, but my nail tech was like, no, just let it grow out, like the rest is like
Yes.
separated in the middle.
Yes.
So she was like, it's gonna grow back, just let
Did you
that part
stub your
grow
toe or
out.
something?
Probably.
Yeah, that's what happened to me. Like I dropped a weight, a 10-pound weight on my finger.
Hmm.
No, it was an easy bar. It
Oh,
was an easy bar I dropped on my finger,
that's the
and yeah, it's got the little notches in it. But baby, when I tell you I was devastated. But Biron says, Kevy Kev, thank you for looking after our cousin. The funny thing is, you are either a cousin on one level or chaotic. If chaotic gets to the chat, you are a love interest, honey.
Right? You know?
I just hope that again, if you and chaotic get married, just third row in the wedding. I don't need to be a part of the wedding party.
Oh my God, Charles, you in the wedding? Shut up.
Okay, are you ready for some church announcements
I
here?
am. Let's get to it.
Let's go. We bring new content every day here on Dear Black Gay Men. You can subscribe to us on YouTube and watch all of our live content like Dear Black Gay Men in the Morning and Thirsty Thursday. Make sure you hit the notification bell so you never miss a post or a live show. And then you can join our newsletter for free where me and our contributors do a deep dive into our sex lives and our love lives. It's all gay all the time. This week, not that one.
There
This
you
week, this week, I posted this post the other day, but more than that, on Tuesday, y'all inspired me to do something. I had this dream long time ago of us having 50,300 subscribers. Now, at the time, all we did was YouTube and Instagram, so of course I just assumed that meant YouTube subscribers. And while 50,000 YouTube subscribers is a goal for us, I really do think Substack is going to be where it's at. For those who don't know, I started as a writer. I had a blog called myfunnyname.com back when WordPress and BlogPress and all that was a thing. Tumblr, and I was writing, my sex stories and my life stories and all the things. And we were really successful, but I stopped that because it wasn't no money in it. But now we're able to create content in a way that y'all can support and y'all can engage with us and all the things. And so in my head, I'm going to be creating new content every day starting for the month of July. So on our Substack, you will be able to see dating stories and tips and tricks to get into and out of the dating pool, tips and tricks on being a better, doper black gay person, and you'll be able to subscribe to that. There are free options, there are paid options. This particular post is "You Make Me Feel Safe and Nasty, and That's Rare." This is a story about an entanglement that I had with one of my regulars and how he cried with my dick inside him.
Oh.
You got to read it to find out why he was crying. But you want to know something funny, Aaron?
What?
So entanglement and my boyfriend are two different people, right?
Okay.
Boyfriend read the story about entanglement.
Okay.
And he was like, why don't you make me cry?
Oh. Oh.
That is, I'm paraphrasing, but he was really trying to break it down and figure out, like, what is it about your dick that you give him that had him sobbing, sad tears of a clown while my dick is inside him. And I said, I mean, you experience it regularly. You tell me.
I mean, it has to do with the giver and the receiver. It's like an emotional exchange and everything. So
Yeah, so we are trying to figure out in our relationship, is there a different energy? Because we are open to a degree, but we are trying to figure out if there is a different energy that we give to each other than we give to other people. And then if so, do we need to enrich our sex life together? It's just a whole bunch of things. And that is a unique situation because I put so much of my life on the internet for people to consume. But you can subscribe to us for free on Substack, dearblackgaymen.substack.com. We go live every Tuesday. We go live every Tuesday and Thursday right here on Dear Black Gay Men in the morning, 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. Pacific. New content on Substack every single day. Join at dearblackgaymen.substack.com. And then we had 3 live shows this month, June 5, June 12, June 19th. And I was so excited to do this work. We were in front of a live studio audience each time. The third show, ironically, is the one that Aaron did not attend because he had a different project that he had to be at, and that's when his whole fan club decided to be in the audience. So it was great. Kevin K says, I'd be questioning, envious, and jealous too in this situation. Now, he wasn't jealous. He was not jealous. He was very curious. I made sure to. So for people who don't know, for Substack, when I write about my situations, my entanglements, all of that, if I mention something that is going to be incriminating or could create some feelings, I let the person read it first. Like I've talked about, like I've mentioned my pastor because he is one of my close friends. And so I'll let him read it before it goes live. I called my boyfriend Kivante on Substack. And so anytime I even say his name, I give him blessing before he reads anything. For things like this that he's not mentioned in, he had to stumble on it himself, but we did have a very involved conversation that was not rooted in jealousy or envy. It was really rooted in curiosity, and that's part of the reason why I love him so much. But shout outs to our new members. Who are they? I said I was going to read it from my phone, didn't I?
You did say that.
Shout out to our newest channel member. AC is our newest YouTube channel member. Kevin Jones is our top commenter this week. That's a new name. I haven't seen that one yet. Young Torn is our newest paid Substack member. Thank you so much for supporting what we do here.
Give us an air horn.
Oh, air horns.
Yes.
Air was... He was giving me the hand gesture back there. Okay, thank you for supporting what we do here at Dear Black Gay Men. It really helps us bring you this content every single week. The best way to support what we do here on Dear Black Gay Men is to become a YouTube member. Members get access to exclusive conversations, the members only chat, and behind the scenes content. And you can join us to chop it up right here on the show. Becoming a YouTube member is one of the easiest ways to support what we do. Just hit the join button under this episode or send a super chat of any amount. For all those latest updates, follow me everywhere on socials at JAI the Gentleman on Instagram. That concludes our church announcements. Please govern thyself accordingly. And we will be right back.
Do you know your HIV status? When you do, you can take control of your sexual health. HIV self-tests give you the power to decide when and where to test. You just swab and stick it in the tube. Test in the privacy of your own space. You can set a timer, sit back, and wait. In as little as 20 minutes, you'll know your results. No matter your test results, you have a community waiting to support you.
I love being able to test where I want.
I love that it's confidential and quick.
You gotta love free.
It makes me feel empowered.
When I show myself love, I show my community love.
It's important to know my status.
It's important to know your status.
It's cool to know, you know?
If we all get tested, we can stop HIV together. Learn more about HIV testing, including free HIV self-tests, at cdc.gov/HIV self-testing.
Welcome back to Dear Black Gay Men in the Morning. I am Jay the Gentleman. That's at JAI the Gentleman. Today's video from Love Don't Judge features a peculiar couple, Tiante, and Keisha, who many believe to be friends, but they are sharing the story of how they actually are a couple. I don't know what to think, because the thumbnail makes me think a whole bunch of other things, but we gonna experience this one together. Have you ever had somebody that you be like, they can't climb my back, Aaron?
In my younger days, yeah.
Like you has
Oh.
Femininity been a thing for you? Like, I mean, I know that you identify as somewhat feminine. You a butch queen like I am, but did people have to be like more masculine than you in order to get on top of you?
I would say like in my younger years, I was definitely chasing that stereotype, the muscle daddy or the muscular man or all of these different things, and the super masculine man or the broy type. Definitely.
The broy type, that sounds white.
No, they're black broy types, right?
I don't know. I don't know. So for y'all in the chat, have you ever been the type to be like, you can't, such and such can't climb my back? Like if they're too feminine, they can't get with you. Holla at your boy says, yeah, I'm trying to grow out of it. Like you need a masculine man if you're going to be the receptive partner. Kevy Kev says there will be a Keisha in the stories with the other two. Yes, that's true. Roland, I love that there is so much community. Like y'all really be creating community in the chat. People be like, "Where's Rolando and Panthro and Baron and Kevy Kev? Like, where y'all at?" I'm here for it. I love that we've created the space. Patriarchy had got people in a chokehold. So Rolando, for you specifically, because you said patriarchy, would you bottom for someone who is more feminine than you or feminine presenting? I'll tell you the last time I bottomed. Have I ever told you this, Aaron?
Maybe.
AN says my tops have to be femme. Like full femme, like beat face and eyelashes, or just a butch queen like me and Aaron? You don't get offended when I call you a butch queen, do you?
No.
Okay. J926 says I prefer a mixture of masculine and feminine. Okay, so last person I had I bottomed for was my ex-boyfriend.
Okay.
And we were on a road trip to his hometown. Okay. I will not tell y'all where it is. Jamal Smoot says I'm femme for femme. But Jamal, you don't look that femme. But I mean, looks can be deceiving.
And it's just one picture.
And it is just one picture. But so he had a full set of coffin-shaped acrylic nails. But he was so fine. He had a deep voice, but a switch in his walk, full beard, and bald-headed, but he was so girly. And I loved every piece of it. But when I tell you, he ripped me a new one. And he put me through that mattress. And I needed it.
He put you through the mattress?
He put me through the mattress. Now, mind you, this is pre-COVID, so it's been like 6 years. But when I tell you, he did what needed to be done. Now, I will also say I haven't bottomed that often, so I'm probably a horrible bottom. I do not think that he got what he needed from me, but I absolutely got what I needed from him. Rolando says, I would, but I don't bottom. I don't like it. You don't bottom at all? I don't know why I just assumed that all of us in the chat are, some level of verse. AN says, yes, full femme.
Mm-hmm.
Got it. Okay, let's get into this one. Dabble, I don't think for me it's a femme mass thing, but more of a maturity and desire thing. Like I need someone who can fuck me. I will say that the all caps and fuck really did sell the story. All right, let's go. Let's get into the reaction. Oh,
let's see. Oh no. Hold on. Pause what you're doing.
Oh, I'm pushing buttons.
Yeah.
AN says I only bottom if my bottom asks me to top. I only bottom if my bottom asks to top. What Joe says, damn it, I'm late. It's because y'all been reading us in these comments about being
on time,
about CP time. So we be trying to go live right at 11.
Yes.
Ooh, that was a long one. Okay, you ready?
Okay. Yeah, I'm ready.
All right, here we go.
He's not my gay best friend. He's my man.
They just don't understand what a feminine guy has to offer to a beautiful woman.
Have you guys been getting any negative comments or anything that make you guys feel uncomfortable or second guess the relationship?
Let me get some of the oil off your face. Get it ready in the morning. It takes a little while, to be honest.
Yeah, for both of us.
My name is Tiante. I'm a music artist and a social media influencer. People say I'm too feminine to have a girlfriend, but here she is.
I am Keisha. I'm 28 years old and I'm a music artist.
I saw her story that she was going to be in Montgomery.
So, Keisha and Tiante, music artists. Do you think they're looking for a moment?
I haven't seen enough yet.
Okay. What do y'all say in the chat? Because two music artists, it could be contrived. It could be authentic. Aaron says he does not enough information to get it. I'm just so curious about. Okay. I wonder who fucking who.
Oh.
I know my head should not go there, but I wonder who
I
fucking
think
who.
sometimes that's everybody kind of jumps straight to the bedroom. Like,
yeah,
how that's gonna work.
And I know it's very regressive for me to think that, and it's not appropriate for me to be like in their bedroom, but I'm so curious. I just want to know who's fucking who. But let's keep going.
Performing. We met up, we talked. We actually didn't expect it to go this far, to be honest.
Yeah.
But we're here now. You know my color is yellow and red because you know my hair red, so gotta match the outfit.
Being around him and just getting his personality was so different for me, and I loved it.
What do you guys enjoy doing together?
Music. Music, taking pictures, shopping, dressing each other.
I was saying these.
Not you being my stylist.
Yeah, something like that. These go really good with these pants.
The flames.
Yeah.
Okay. What? Don't do that, Jay. Don't do what? Don't do what? Okay.
Were you trying to pause it?
Oh, I guess I should have. I just don't. I don't know. Is culture ready for a feminine man to be straight? Is culture ready for that? I don't even think culture can fully accept a feminine man being gay, let alone a feminine man being straight.
So in my days in Seattle, I actually knew a man who had kind of had the same mannerisms as me, and he was a straight man.
But even so, you're not as feminine presenting, I don't think, as this person, as Tiante.
There's always a spectrum to femininity, but like even that is taboo. Like if I was to say I had a girlfriend, everybody would be questioning.
Yes.
Nah, that's your beard. Oh, that's just your cover up. It's okay, baby. Come out the closet. Da da da. So I feel like.
But that's also because you are the producer of Dear Black Gay Men. So if you just popped out one day and be like, oh, me and such are together, cis woman, I'd be like,
Yeah, I don't know.
If culture isn't ready, it better get ready. If that ain't the mantra, that's a t-shirt right there. Kevy Kev says he's so slim and dainty, he probably has that monster down in them pants. That could be why she's with him.
I mean,
not everything got to be sexual, but I did think that. So she might be pegging him. Who knows? But I do think it says a lot about me that I was the one who added the sexual angle to the chat. Maybe I need to get my head out of the gutter. A lot of femboys be the tops, though. I do agree with that. A lot of femme, like the last boy that topped me, was way more femme than either of Aaron or I. But I loved him, and I loved it, and it felt amazing. It's highly likely they are looking for a moment. They are Gen Z. Okay, let's keep going.
And prettier than me.
The judgment I received early on was crazy. I didn't understand it at all. It just shocked me. It made me go into depression like 3 times because I couldn't handle the negative comments. A teenager going through puberty already judging my looks and my body.
He is a cute boy.
Over time, I grew.
A cute man.
And I learned to not really care and just express myself the way I want to express myself.
This one says, why do I feel like he's comparing his face with hers to see who's prettier? That's crazy.
It feels great to have a boyfriend that has a beauty routine because I get to share my tips with him. I'm getting tips from him as well. I feel like we piggyback off each other a lot.
Okay. So let's broaden this to like queer culture. Cause I've got my nails done with someone I've dated. Is that something that are those the butch queen isms that you do? Is that something you want to share with your man?
I don't care. My thing is, I go to a salon where it's one nail tech there, like it's her salon. So you can't come with me because I ain't about to be there 4 hours for her to do both of us.
It's 2 hours to get your nails and feet done.
Yeah.
And see, I go to the Asian people. We in and out in 45 minutes in the little massage chair that barely massage.
Well, that's because there's two people working on you.
Yeah. Somebody doing my hands while somebody doing my feet.
Yeah, so like she's doing my hands and then she's doing my feet.
Is she black?
Yeah.
That's probably why you love her.
Yes. Absolutely.
It's like a barber or a beautician. Like if they black, it's just something about self-care. He might be a they them. In that case, this would make sense. I think it makes sense either way. Now Marlo, I would push back on he might be a they them. I don't know if that the phraseology of that is inclusive as we'd like it to be, but I hear what you're saying. A King says I'm open to sharing with my man. What you know, Joe says you got to go to work on Myra's feet. Y'all remember that? You remember that episode of and she put out the sander? I remember that so good. You gotta go to work on Myra's feet. Gina thought she was gonna get it with a nail file. Okay, I also go to a smaller nail salon with my one black manicurist owner. I used to get my nails done by black people at a black-owned salon, and this particular black-owned salon just was not as good as the Asian people that I came from, so I had to let them go.
So I used to go to the salon. I'm not gonna say. So
don't say who if you're not gonna give them a raving review.
But basically, it's a chain salon where they prioritize healthy nail care and stuff, and that's how I got into it. And they have one in Atlanta where it's pretty much all black women that work there.
Okay.
And they do. Oh my God, they have some amazing nail techs in there.
Kev says Aaron's salon sounds expensive because it's pretty much a private service. Kev, everything about Aaron is expensive.
It's not that expensive.
Everything about Aaron is expensive. Fun fact, this girl, my best friend on the face of the earth, still doesn't know that I do a show Tuesdays and Thursdays at 11. Hey. So everybody, there's McQuan. There's my best friend. You are on the internet and everybody's in the chat wondering why you are calling me at 11, whatever time it is, because I be doing a show every Tuesday and Thursday.
I be forgetting about the time difference, girl. You ain't got 5 minutes.
No, girl, I'm on the TV right now. See, this is why. I'm on TV right now. They are literally in the chat talking about you.
Oh, okay. Well, all right, folks. I guess I'll call you later.
Bye.
All right, let's get back to
the video. Let's get back to
You good.
I almost poked my eye out.
Sorry. A lot of my followers, they're like, where's your girlfriend? Where's your girlfriend? You always talk about it, but we don't ever see her. So that's when I finally decided to show her. They went crazy.
Is she pregnant?
I expected it,
that
but I didn't
like
expect people to go so hard.
Rub, but it was also
the world doesn't understand it yet, so they went insane, like they belong in a mental hospital. I'm not her gay best friend. I'm her man.
He seems like he likes men. You gayer than RuPaul talking about he found the one. I do believe y'all like the same thing, dingaling. She looks like your sister. I thought you were gay. This one says, no, y'all want the same thing, a man.
I only control my...
Now, as a content creator, I will tell you, sometimes the comments do be brutal.
Yeah.
Have you started to get that, Aaron?
I'm not a content creator. I mean, I am a content
Tell that
creator,
to the internet that you're on right now.
But I typically don't read the comments. I'm very much like, okay, like, you know, people gonna say what they want to say, and it's all gonna drive engagement. So why get mad? But I think, you know, it is sad when I read the comments on other posts. Um, like there was this one, I feel like people in the comments are always either trying to sun you or they're saying things and they treat the comments like they're talking, like they'll tag their friend and they treat this like it's a private conversation between friends, and they don't understand that you're screaming that into a public square. You're in the middle of the city yelling at the top of your lungs, and you're talking directly to someone. So I think that, you know, a little comment etiquette could go a long way. Like if you ain't got nothing nice to say, keep it pushing. Keep scrolling.
One thing that I can't stand about comments or commenters are the people who have an opinion, right? I welcome opinions, especially dissenting ones. I welcome that on my page specifically. But if you're going to posit your comment, your opinion into the conversation, then I do feel like you have a responsibility to field out, you know, the responses. I'm not a combative person in the comments. We have had a whole bunch of dissenting opinions on this show. We've had people who disagree with me or you or others. I ain't the combative one because I'm always trying to figure out, well, what can I learn? What can I grow? What can I teach? Right?
Yeah.
But if you're going to put something in the comments, at least be man, woman, or person enough to like engage in a dialogue about it.
Yeah.
I can't stand the people who want to throw rocks and then hide their hands.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I can't stand.
Or be like, oh, I wasn't being shit. I was just saying, I was just doing, and I'm just like.
Or they in their comment, they put this wall of text and the last thing is, I'm going to just leave it at that. And then they disappear. And I'm like, okay, if, for instance, you really wanted to change people because of this perspective.
Get your air horn ready.
If you really wanted to change people because of this super sick attempt from Stephen Black, peer character rolling on the floor laughing. Oh, thank you, Stephen.
Thank you, Stephen.
Thank you, Stephen. I appreciate the support. And anybody, you can leave a super chat just like Stephen did anytime you hear something. But again, I think that and perhaps we're biased, Aaron, because this whole platform is focused on helping us grow as a culture. Mm-hmm. Like how dope it is to be Black gay men who love Black gay men. Yeah. And so like, I don't mind anybody being like, hey, bro, I disagree with such and such. Let's have a dialogue about it. I'm going to say Luna is the last name. I've met feminine heterosexual men. I usually keep them as friends. And even though they have been like two, they are very protective and careful and support me. I will tell you, feminine men in my experience have been some of the most dominant, some of the most protective, some of the most assertive men that I've experienced, because from what they tell me, they know what it's like to be on the receiving end of being bullied, on being tested and offended and whatnot, and they don't want that energy to spill over to other people. So they would much rather take it for them than let, you know, sub other person, woman, feel the sting of whatever they've gone through. And I think that's the case with a lot of trans women as well. Trans women will take blows for cis women because they know what it's like to be on the receiving end of misogyny, on the receiving end of discrimination, on the receiving end of offense. Holla at your boy says, it's the Black community. White men are effeminate all the time, married and soft. They call those, is that like being a golden retriever boyfriend?
I don't know. I've never heard that term before.
You gotta Google it. Look it up on TikTok after the show. A golden retriever boyfriend. Rolando responded. He said, holla at your boy. Like that one university professor that wears stilettos to work every day and has a whole wife and children. I've seen that story. I'm with you when you're right. Okay, let's keep going.
And why? By showcasing me and Keisha. I don't want to read it no more to soak in. I don't want to soak in that negative energy from that. So,
I'm glad.
But I don't really care about it. I just don't care to read it, to be honest.
I wanted to see what people would say because, you know, the stereotype they have on him right now. So I couldn't wait for people to see me and actually understand that what he says is what he says. Let's find some good stuff.
They said y'all need to start a her skincare line ASAP. Oh, they gonna make the finest baby in the world.
Yes, they are.
Hot. Black love. Yeah. The good comments make me have a lot of hope, to be honest. The bad comments are just terrible. Like some gum that you're trying to get off the bottom of your shoe. And the good comments are like just smelling some roses.
Roses don't smell good.
Well, I know to never get you roses.
Yeah.
She said
Fun fact.
We love a man that listens.
We love a man that listens. I can't smell nothing when I smell flowers.
Really?
Do you smell stuff?
I buy fragrant flowers. Like
what are they supposed to smell like?
Like I get I love putting eucalyptus in any arrangement, or some peonies or hydrangeas. Like you have to buy fragrant flowers.
Like, are roses fragrant flowers?
I don't think so. I don't think roses have a strong smell.
My significant other now, he loves roses. And in my head, I'm like, buying flowers. I just go in there, smell the ones, and whatever the most fragrant I figure is the best one. I don't smell nothing. I've never smelled anything when I sniff roses.
Yeah, I don't smell anything.
Or tulips or whatever I bought for him. Rolando says, those comments are not the indictment against this couple. They are an indictment against the people commenting. Now, I'm with you when you write air horn on that one.
Yes.
All right, let's keep going.
Like dating masculine guys.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Terrible. Being with Tiante, I've learned that it's best to be with a feminine man because they understand you more. It's hard trying to teach a masculine man how to feel sometimes or how to treat you. I don't have to worry about that. I mean, we just kind of...
Do we deal with that?
Deal what?
Do masculine men have feelings, or are they in touch with their feelings like feminine men in gay culture?
I say they can be there. I don't think it has to do with mass femme. I think it just has to do with emotional maturity. The sad part is in the gay community, because there's always these, mask is the best or mask is right, kind of like ideals. Then it kind of leans into like the less evolved, immature folks. But there are a lot of masculine men out there that are in touch with their emotions.
I just think to that same end, I think I'm agreeing with you because I think there are a lot of men in general that are not.
Oh, yeah. I remember, what did I tell you on Tuesday? The quote that I saw on the internet. The top tier man is an average woman. And that's the truth.
Rolando DD says, shit talkers just don't realize they actually hate femininity or women.
Yes.
Agree with that. Ann says, depends on the type of roses and how they are grown. I'll have to keep that in mind because, again, when I buy roses, it comes from the grocery store. Joseph Whittingham says it depends on the type. Most aren't strong, but some do. Do y'all like flowers? Like old school sensibilities. Do you want people to bring you flowers to a first date or open your door, all that kind of stuff? Is that something that's top of consciousness for y'all? Is it for you?
I think it's not top of consciousness, but it's definitely catches me off guard when they do it. And I like, oh, I like that. Still not enough to make it a requirement, but it's like, oh, this sets you apart from the rest.
So someone shows up to first date with a bouquet of roses. They give you the warm and fuzzies?
Yes. Yeah, I would say yes. I'm not going to
What's the hesitation?
Did I ever tell you about, there was the we talked about it at the end of the last show about the man who was like talking about, oh, you want me to wifey you up or something like that. And that kind of was just a little off-putting to me. Like if it leans too much into heteronormativity, it just depends on like how it comes across.
Okay. There's a comment from somebody said, the last part of it says he sent them to my office and the whole office was shook. Joseph Whittingham says, I love a man to send flowers. It's how my man got me. He sent them to my office and my whole office was shook.
Yeah.
I will tell you what makes my masculine sensibilities, my manly sensibilities to a fever pitch is seeing you brag about what I did.
Oh.
Like, I would send roses to your office just so everybody knows I'm a good man and this how I treat you. Marlo says, don't bring me flowers. Why not, Marlo?
So I had to check myself. I would never be mad or criticize a man if he brought me a gift, whether it was flowers, whether it was a shot glass from going on vacation or a keychain. Like, the fact that you thought enough about me to do something for me, that is enough for me. Like, I'm not going to get into the particulars. That's why I was trying to, like, shut up part of my brain. It's like, well, you're not the woman in the relationship. It's heteronormative. I'm like, shut up, bitch. And accept your damn gift.
Accept your damn gift. Rolando DD said, feminine men and gay people in general have higher emotional awareness, while heteros spend significant amount of their lives suppressing or avoiding emotions. I ain't never been hetero, so I don't know, but I'm here for that. Marlo says, I'm a plant dad, so I'd rather bring me a nice plant. Okay, but let me ask you this, Marlo. Let me ask you this. First date, and let's assume that nugget of knowledge hasn't been entered into the chat. Would you appreciate flowers if they brought them? Rolando says, don't bring me flowers. I don't like it. It's because I hate surprises, though. Rolando, why? Why?
I think even like, hold on, let me put this comment up.
Gifts are not my love language, so no flowers for me. What is your love language? What you know, Joe?
Oh, we just got another super chat. Hit the thing.
Hey. AN said, thank you, AN, for your support. My uncle grew flowers in his yard. I used to steal a few and give them to my girl and twink crushes at school. Never told my uncle about the boy crushes. What did I do? I used to give fruit snacks to boys that I liked because I feel like they could. I'm talking about like elementary school, but I feel like they wanted the fruit snacks, so I wasn't creating any red flags or being too obvious about my attraction, but I'm still telling them, I'm still giving them something. But Ron says I prefer food over flowers every day. Me too. Flowers being so divisive is crazy for me. I agree that the people are so turned on flowers. I think could it be, and I just want to add a little bit of this to the chat, could it be that flowers have been such a hallmark of heteronormativity in dating that our reflex, our gut reaction as queer people, as gay people, is to rage against it?
I think that's what I was feeling in the moment. Like when you said, I was like, flowers. I don't know, but yeah,
because in at least how I grew up, the man brings flowers to the woman. So by bringing somebody flowers, it would either mean that I am the man or you are the woman.
Yes.
But really, flowers could just be a show of attraction and admiration between two people.
Mm-hmm.
I prefer cards, letters, or sweet romantic texts over flowers. Is that because words of affirmation is your love language, Steven?
That could be it.
Is words of affirmation your love language? Because I also prefer something, a memento or something sentimental over flowers.
So, this is going to sound crazy. I have kept anytime somebody gives me a card.
You still got it?
I have all of them. They're in a box somewhere in my house.
Because there is a little heart in there, pitter pattering somewhere.
And
there's a little heart in there somewhere.
You know, I feel like the Grinch just like deep down in there.
That reminded me of Iago in Return to Jafar. I don't know if anybody ever saw that Disney movie. Aladdin is the first movie. Return to Jafar is the second. Stephen Black, words of affirmation. That's mine as well. And that is why like a card with a heartfelt couple words in front of it inside it would turn me on versus, flowers. But I do think that when someone likes flowers, it makes it a lot easier. Let's keep going.
And that's really the only thing. He's who he is.
Ooh. Whoa.
You have on yellow too. I love that.
I haven't met Keisha's family yet. I feel like because I'm very nervous of what they think, because that goes deep. Like, a family is very different from a hater online. Keisha is going to meet my aunt for the first time today. Kalia, she's overprotective at times. So, babe, you excited to meet my auntie?
I wonder who house they in.
Boy, get back to the video.
I'm serious. I wonder who house they in.
I mean,
this house doesn't give. I'm 20 something, early 20s with my very feminine boyfriend and we both music artists.
Like, it doesn't look decorated enough for two artists.
It looks like they in somebody auntie house.
Yeah, it looks very beige.
The rich auntie, but auntie house.
Yeah,
she got a big house, but it's all builder grade finishes. That was slightly petty. I shouldn't have said that. Let's keep going.
Auntie's outside.
Hi. How are you?
That actually looks like my daddy house.
Keisha, Kalia. This
Nice to meet you. I'm a hugger.
His auntie that young?
Love a hug.
I see where he got his fashion sense from. They kind of dress the same.
So, Keisha.
And they like the color too. I wonder if that was for the show or for real.
What I literally went, where my head went is when my niece brings home somebody for me to meet.
Mm-hmm.
Now my niece is about to be 3, so I've got a decade plus to worry about, somebody showing up at the house. But just like he is bringing his auntie to meet his girlfriend, I'm so curious about what it's going to be like when my niece brings her boyfriend or girlfriend to meet me. Somebody just hey, Rolando, super
yes.
Yay! I just want to reiterate my support, love for bottoms, no bottom shaming. I don't do it because I don't get pleasure from it. I have a birth defect that doesn't allow me to. Now, thank you for that vulnerability. Thank you for that. I ain't gonna ask no more questions. Aaron, is this live? Yes, we talking to you right now.
This is live.
Yes. Hey, how you doing? All right, let's keep going.
Oh. Child, what just happened?
Oh, Aaron.
There we go.
Meet you.
Likewise.
And I'm so happy that my nephew is finally happy.
Yes.
Have you guys been getting any negative comments or anything that make you guys feel uncomfortable or second guess the relationship?
Yeah, but it don't bother us at this point.
No. At this point, you just gotta expect stuff like that.
Yeah, you expect it.
Found her right there, but who is him in your closet? What?
He got more makeup on than you do. Looks like he spends more time in front of the mirror than you polishing his eyebrows and putting on lip gloss.
This is insane.
He found a new bestie, that's all. She is my best friend and my lover. So, thank you for that comment.
He loves expressing himself to the world, like showing people who he are.
Right.
Besides what they think or their opinion.
Right.
So I really love that for you.
Yeah, I love that about him too. I really do. Like when you could be yourself.
Auntie got a good set of boobs.
It's the most golden thing in the world.
Most definitely.
And they sitting.
I appreciate that from the both of y'all. I really do.
So what is it like dating a feminine straight guy?
I would say sort of how Barbie.
Okay. Now here's the thing. This is the first time this whole video that they said that he's straight. Mm-hmm. So I'm just going to assume that means he's always been straight. I wonder how much of his life he's dealt with this kind of commentary. Because it's not just because he in a relationship, it's because he say he like girls and he looks and expresses the way he is. Did you ever deal with that? Like, did you ever go through a I'm straight phase?
Yeah.
How old were you though?
That was like high school and freshman year of college.
And see, by college, I was out. Like, family was in Dallas. I was in San Antonio. I was like, let me just be gay now. I felt like I needed to put on and be straight, even though I looked and walked and talked like this young man here.
See, I do, again, it's just the way I was raised in certain things. I feel like my family knew I was gay from the time I was a little child, because I remember, like, because you ain't got those memories. I don't know what, at one point your brain starts to like catalog things. But I remember I used to be sitting on men's laps and things like that, like, and it wasn't like a sexual thing. It's just like I always gravitated towards men. I don't know why.
I always gravitated towards women and babies. Like, I wanted to be the boy. I remember being 12 years old, and there was this a lady who in my church who had just had a baby. I loved babysitting. I loved playing with that little girl's hair. She was like a little doll. And I would, plait her hair and do all the things and make her really pretty with barrettes and all of those things. Joseph Whittingham says, with this generation, maybe I would have been straight if the girls would have just let me be. I'd probably end up with a masculine girl.
So that's funny. My first girlfriend was a masculine girl.
My first girlfriend was a big girl.
Girlfriend, she was a masculine girl, and I just thought she was so fine.
Because it was that masculinity. Do you think that we are attracted to bodies or energy?
I definitely think it's an energy thing. So going into this video, I thought it was going to be like one of those things where he's a gay man, but he fell in love with a woman. Oh, Lord. What's that? Oh. It's time to take my roast out the oven. Or no. That's the early timer. But no,
I'm about to put fun fact, I'm about to put one in the oven.
Right? I'm trying to get it in while it ain't too hot. You know what I mean?
Mine's going in the slow cooker.
Oh, okay, that's good. But no, what I was saying was I thought it was gonna be like he's gay, but he fell in love with a woman. And I think that that's absolutely possible.
A King says any girl crush I've ever had was a masculine woman. My girl crushes to this day are masculine. Like, studs just do it for me. Studs, trans men, they do something for me. They are squarely within my my attraction. Just like there are several. I had a conversation yesterday with a trans man, right? And he was saying that there are levels of masculine, of femme shaming that happen among trans people. But I love like a little butch queen with a gay voice that's trans. Or, well, let me just say, I love a little butch queen with a gay voice, no matter what what their body's giving. And so I would not call that bisexuality or pansexual. I still am very gay because I want them to be masculine bodied. But the idea of a little sugar in your tank, bebopping through wherever you are with a nice body and all the things, regardless of what your anatomy is doing, that is it for me. A King says same, they do something for me too. I am here for it. So when to that end, in my head, what this young man is dealing with is he likes a particular aesthetic, a energy about his partner, regardless of what he's giving, and he has found it. Now, to that end, I absolutely get and understand his perspective. Now, I ain't never seen someone this particular level of feminine that ends up in a straight relationship, but the fact that he found his person, I think my hat is off. I would literally take my hat off to him, but my hair ain't done.
Same.
Oh,
Like,
wow.
yeah, that's
a
my
great
king.
way to put it.
Yeah.
It's like you guys have your own special stylist.
Yeah, it's like magical. I don't think it's like any other relationship.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
I feel like Keisha has changed my life for the better in many ways. I have met my match, to be honest, and I'm very happy.
So the song you've been working on, tell me what, how it goes and what I'll be singing if I'll be singing.
I feel like it's a Y2K type song. Like kind of like the early 2000s, but I can show you how it goes.
Okay.
What would either of them know about Y2K? Do you know what Y2K is? Were you even here? Yeah, you are. You were born in when? 94?
Yes. I'm like, my core memories were starting to form by the time Y2K came around.
It might, because I was in high school Y2K.
I was in
We don't need to say. I know you young.
Say. But now, actually, the funny thing was, I was 6 years old, and I think I was in the 3rd grade by then.
I was 15 by the time the 99 to 2000 shift happened. Joseph Whittingham said, I would want a stud bottom, and these trans men are so hot, but I'm afraid of... What's that emoji? What's that emoji?
Afraid of the... I can't see it.
Put it up, make it big.
Oh, yeah, duh. Oh, Lord. That's an oyster.
The irony is... And again, I might be dabbling into offensive territory. So if I am being offensive, I hope y'all don't cancel me, and I hope someone can correct me. But the irony is, when you understand the energy that you're attracted to, for me at least, anatomy fades away. Now, there are several more questions I got to ask if I'm engaging with a trans man or a trans person than I would ask a straight person or a cis person. But once I am tapped into the energy of the situation, the vibe that we're creating, then everything else kind of fades away. Now, in my experience with trans men, you have to ask, like, you know, which hole do they like to get fucked in, and birth control, or, you know, there are some physiological questions that may come up, but it's a totally different vibe. But that has nothing to do with what they're doing. This has been an interesting one, Aaron.
Yes.
Shout out to you for suggesting this one. Kevin Kess says, I was in kindergarten and 1st grade or 2nd grade in the 2000s. Again, I ain't gonna say fuck you, but y'all young. I was in high school. Aaron, you so cute.
Thank you, Amor.
Of course, Aaron puts that comment up in big letters.
Why not? We all need a boost every now and then.
Ain't nobody been like, Jay, you so cute, but they call me daddy all the time, so I'll take that.
So it's your show.
Okay, we will be right back. You might be a nudist. Y'all know it's nothing for me to be naked on the internet or just chilling at the crib. Reveal is creating space. I've been in the gym so I could do 2 things. It's 1, thirst trap on the internet, and look good for my man when I find one. And that's why I'm excited that support for Dear Black Gay Men comes from Twillery. Black men, whether you're in the gym, like me, or blessed with good genetics, like me, carry our weight in a couple key spots that can make suits and slacks hard to fit and uncomfortable to wear without either having to size up or break the bank in tailoring. But Twillery answers the fit problem with their performance fabrics. It's the right fit for the tailored look and just enough stretch for comfort and breathability. I'm wearing right now the solid performance polo that hugs my chest and arms while tapering just enough at the waist to show off the good parts. Twillery carries suiting, polos, button-ups, and everything to impress at the job or knock someone's socks off on a date. And you can shop for the perfect fit right now at Twillery.com, and we've got a special offer for the DBGM family. Take $18 off your first order by using code M300J. That's Twillery.com, and we thank them for supporting our channel. Welcome back to Dear Black Gaming in the Morning. I am Jay the Gentleman. Before we head out, let's comment on some comments. You ready, Aaron?
Yes.
All right, hit it. Substack is our publication where you can read dating stories from viewers, get my take on dating and culture, and connect even more deeply with us here at Dear Black Gay Men. Our paid subscribers get steamy sex stories, exclusive content, and first access to events right here in the Black Room or across the country. Subscribing to our Substack is absolutely free with options to upgrade to paid subscription if the spirit moves you. Just visit dearblackgaymen.substack.com. The link is in the description. So I posted a question. Why are so many of us still single?
That's not it.
That ain't it. That ain't the question. Change it to this, Aaron. I said, what are your deal breakers on hookup apps? Blockable offenses on hookup apps.
For me,
we talked about this a little bit on Tuesday, but what are blockable offenses on hookup apps? And go ahead. Which one of yours?
Old pictures.
But how would you know it's an old picture?
I can tell. I recognize webcam quality pictures from 10 years
Webcam
ago.
quality, that's 20 years ago, feel like.
Exactly. So like I can spot an old picture. That's not a filter from Snapchat. That's a lie.
Old pictures, but is that just I'm gonna stop responding, or is that I'm gonna block you?
No, I'm gonna block you. Or I will if I ask, I'm like, this doesn't look like my thing is I'm a very open person sexually. Like sexually, I don't have a ton of like, oh, you gotta look like this, you gotta look like that requirements. If I want a nut, I want a nut.
Can we just come? That's what I always tell people. Can we just come? Let's just come.
So I'm like, you ain't gotta lie, Craig. You
Fair.
ain't got to lie, Craig.
Fair. For me, blockable offenses, I think somebody said on Tuesday, capital T. A capital T anywhere on your profile, hard pass. Or do you party, things like that. Rolando DD says, when a white guy hits me up with some race play filth. BBC, it's sliding in my DMs, always blockable offense. J926 says, no fats, no femmes. Now, I'll take that one step further. Anytime that you say something, you ask me a question about whether or not I'm that or not, I have a problem with it. Like if you ask me if I'm clean, meaning living with HIV, blockable offense. I don't support the clean versus dirty language ever. If you say no fats, no femmes, are you masculine? No, blockable offense. Stephen Black says, expecting me to pay for a date.
I would say, Jay, you kind of like that.
AK, real quick, AK, because you put it up, the word cock. Fair. But now expecting me to pay for a date is appropriate if I initiated it to me. If I'm the one who said, let's go out, date, time, location, and you expect me to pay for it, I think that's one thing. But if we are dating or you ask me out on a date and expect me to pay for it, that is a blockable offense.
Yes. I would say what was I about to say? No. Go scroll back. I was responding to something that somebody said.
I think who starts for you, Stephen Black, because you added that to the chat. Who starts the date process is a distinguishing factor. Like who initiated this thing? If you initiated, you asking me out, but you expecting me to play, absolutely, hard pass. Generous flowers or roses. Oh, like if they're like they're asking, are you gonna pay for sex? Offering to pay me happens way too much and it's kind of creep. Offering to pay you, people who are generous and they're looking to hook up with you and pay you for it.
Most of those are scams anyways. Those are people trying to get
your cash app or your bank account information for one reason or another.
What I would say is
that is a blockable offense. You want to make some money? No, not from you.
Any kind of discrimination in your profile, like my thing is, I'm the type of person, you know how they say we shouldn't don't fuck the N star Z eyes, you know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
I feel like that way, like I don't want to fuck gay men that discriminate against other gay men. Like who knows? Like I may be somewhere on your spectrum of acceptable femininity, or on somewhere of your spectrum of I may be somewhere on your spectrum of acceptable bigness or whatever. But like it just doesn't sit well with me.
Yeah, whether or not even if I fit into your level of acceptable, whatever it is, I still don't like having to qualify.
Yeah.
That's why clean, fat, femme, mask for mask, all of that, I'm just like hard pass. Now, for me, those things I'm not going to respond. They're not blockable offenses. Partying. Stephen Bay, agreed. I think we both, we're on the same page. If I ask you out, then yes, I assume I'm paying. If you ask me out and still assume I'm paying, then hard pass. Absolutely not. And I'll take that the next level, Stephen. If you ask me out, I'm expecting you to have all the details worked out. Do not come at me with what do you want to do and where do you want to eat. especially for a first date. If you say, Jay, I want to take you out, or let's go on a date, then I'm going to stand still till his will is clear. There is not a equation of this thing where I'm going to then start volunteering and planning this date for you.
Yeah, that's true.
But that is a conversation. Remember, you can there's something else I'm supposed to read. Okay, if you want your voice heard, just subscribe to our newsletter on Substack. This has been a good one, Aaron.
This was good.
This has really been a good one. I think we had a whole bunch of conversations in the chat that hopefully expanded our aperture about Black queer culture. That was our show. I am Jay the Gentleman. We'll be right back here. Oh, we won't be right back here. We are taking a week off. This is our season finale for season 6. We are taking the first week of July off, and we will return on Tuesday, July 6th, 8th? The second week of July. Okay, we'll be right back here on Dear Black Gay Men in the morning, Tuesdays and Thursdays at 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. Pacific. Then the podcast is new on Wednesdays. The podcast is new next Wednesday. I appreciate you more than I can express. I will see you next time. Bye.